Hi, I'm Susan Richardson. I am a Young Living Diamond.
And I'm Bobby Decker. I'm a Young Living Gold. And we're the authors of Now What, which are two books that we wrote completely by accident while trying to
support and encourage our team because compliance had hit and they plateaued. They didn't know how to share anymore.
Everyone got stuck.
Yes. So we started putting together this book as a training for them to empower them to continue growing. And it ended up being
two books.
And
And Dr. Oli actually asked us to come and talk to you guys because he saw value in it. So we want to thank Dr. Oli.
Absolutely.
Thank you for bringing us on.
Absolutely. And if you are brand new to Young Living, you just got your PSK, or maybe you're even just thinking about it, this book is excellent for you to start with.
Yep.
And if you are a seasoned oiler, maybe a silver or an executive gold, we even have diamonds who use this book. This book will be excellent addition to your resources as well.
Yep, helps your team. So the two books work hand in hand. We have a Now What book and a Now What scripts book. One helps you set up a 4-month wellness plan, and the other one helps you know what to say and when to say it.
Right, and you can also use the other one as a tool to research products for your own use. So we started off with a wellness script, but we also, when we teach classes, we go around the room and we ask if Young Living could help you with one health goal, or if Young Living could change one thing in your life, what would it be? And inevitably, people give us signals in their body that we can't necessarily talk about.
Not necessarily. We flat out cannot.
So we started to teach people how to support body systems instead, because no matter what someone mentions to us, we can always correlate it to a body system, and we are allowed to talk body system health.
Yeah.
So in our books, you're going to find things like the cardiovascular system, the digestive system.
Why green cleaning? Why thieves? Like, we have an entire thieves line that helps every body system. You know, we have
everybody's system.
Every body system. Everybody's body system. Also, Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is in every single system of the body.
Right. And then we can also help support the endocrine system, which is we want happy hormones.
Yep.
The integumentary system, which is our skin and hair.
Yep.
The immune system, the musculoskeletal system, the nervous system, and even the renal, reproductive, and respiratory system.
Yep. All of them, they're all in there.
Right. So no matter what you got going on, you're going to get good, valuable information to support that area of the body.
Yep. And any amount of information that you're looking for, even if it's just a little bit, or if you want the sciences behind it.
Absolutely. So we actually wrote this to help all 4 personalities. So we don't know if you're familiar with like the 4 color personalities, but we put a lot of effort in creating content that addressed all 4 personalities, so there was something there for everybody.
Yeah. So if you're green and you need that science, it's in there. If you're blue and you want that fun, that's in there too. We tried to hit every avenue.
Right. So if you were at our class and you said that you had a health goal, maybe high blood pressure or low blood pressure, we would tell you that we can't address that. Right. We really want to teach people that using an oil, just one oil, sporadically, or even just one oil, is not going to help you achieve your health goals. But instead, we are going to empower you to learn about how to support your goal through lifestyle actions, through essential oils and nutrition and movement.
It's a whole lifestyle package. It's not just use this oil or use this supplement and all of your problems will be solved. And that's unfortunately what a lot of people think. Oh, there's an oil for that. Well, yeah, there is an oil that will help support that.
Right.
But if you are still eating fast food, or if you're not drinking water, stop. If you're not drinking water, you know, if you have a really, really high stress job and you're not doing any self-care, like all of those things play a part in supporting your body system.
Right. I always tell our team that it's like Young Living is a piece of the pie. We have to be doing all these other things. And we also host 30-day challenges every month in our team that have to do with the lifestyle. So we're teaching people alongside the oils and the supplements how to make small changes in their everyday life to impact their health.
Right. And I tell people baby steps. You know, you're not going to be brand new to this and purchase $1,000 worth of product and think that everything's going to be great, because you're not. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're not going to use the product. You're not going to change anything in your life because you think you have to empty your entire pantry to eat better. Right.
Don't do that.
It's baby steps. Pick a thing and go with it.
I have even called people who are brand new who have placed a huge order, and I've asked them to return it. I have. That's how I roll.
The same thing.
Because, like, again, if you order $1,000 right off the bat, like, the PSK in and of itself can be overwhelming. Yeah. Like, don't get the whole kit and caboodle, right?
Right.
Let's narrow it down to a order that you can maintain and handle and effectively use.
Exactly. And that's one of the things about the book is no matter what level that you're on, if you are brand new and just got your PSK, you can start using this book right away. It gives you a 4-month plan. And in those 4-month plans are things from the premium starter kit. You don't have to have $1,000 order.
Exactly. So we included vitality oils in every system of the body. So you'll find ones that are in the starter kit, but you'll also find a few extra that support that body system that you're working on.
Right. And Ningxia Red supports everything.
You'll find that in all of them.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And, different supplements we have, for cardiovascular health, we recommend CardioGize. It's targeted heart health, right? And then we have included as well complementary products and the Raindrop,
which is really important, and nobody knows what that is right off the bat, but educate.
And that would be fun to do as a team activity, right?
Yeah. Once you have your starter kit, start doing fun things.
Right. So when you have the 4-month wellness plan, you can help them. You can actually use this as a template where you can go, if this resonates with you, go ahead and order what we suggested or recommended here, the example. But if it doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and use those lines that are underneath it to personalize that goal. So maybe, you didn't want to use the OmegaGize, but maybe you wanted to pull something else in from over here. You have the space to be able to do that.
Yeah. So they can make their own order, or they can jump right in and just do what we put as an example. But if they don't know what to put, you can look at the other side where the supplements and the vitality oils, the complementary products, the cardio Raindrop, or the Raindrop for that system, cardiovascular. They can just jump from side to side and go, no, I don't want that one. Let me try this one. This one sounds like something that might be better for me.
Or maybe what is listed there is out of their budget. You can narrow that down a little bit for them to make it. Young living should never be a burden on anyone.
Right.
We want to make sure it's in a range that they can afford. And
so even if they just get on there and they do Ningxia Red every single month, that would be a great place to start. And that's on every example. So it's pretty easy. It's cut and paste,
Right. And for those of you who are sharing actively with other people, this is a great way to teach people how to get on ER. And you have helped them figure out all 4 first months exactly what they're going to order on their ER. By that 5th month, they're going to already know exactly what to do, and they're going to go ahead and
it becomes habitual. It becomes something that's easy for them. By month 4, they know how to navigate the back office. They know which products are working for them. And if they don't, they can always jump back on here and go, you know what? I don't think that Super Bee is working for me. I want to try something different. And they are comfortable by month 4, kind of, picking and choosing,
navigating that, right? And we always go 3s, 4s, then it becomes that habit, right?
Exactly.
So we've taken the 4-month plan where we have taken the products that we have listed over here, and we've incorporated it into the Now What script book. So then you can use this as a reference guide. So maybe you are looking at CardioGize and you want to know why CardioGize, or how come we put Ningxia Red in every 4-month plan. You can open up your book to the Ningxia Red section of the cardiovascular system, and you can read things like calcium is responsible for regulating normal blood pressure. Like, did you know that? And guess what has calcium in it?
Ningxia Red.
Right. So, and it's, there's solid evidence for indicating that calcium is necessary for proper health, right? So it teaches you why those products are in the 4-month plan, but you can also use it as a script to actually teach a class with your team.
Right. So if you're a new business builder and you're like, oh, I think I want to share with 1 or 2 people, all you have to do is open the book to the Wellness 101 section, and you can read verbatim and be 100% compliant and know that you don't have to know everything because it's all in here. It talks about, essential oil basics, going around the room, telling your health goals. It talks about essential oil history. It talks about thieves, Ningxia Red, green cleaning, the whole thieves line. Why Young Living, the ABCs, how do you apply it? That's a question in every beginner class for every person who's ever started oil. How do I use them? Can I put them on my skin? It talks about that in there. The PSK oils, it goes over all of them. You don't have to know anything about any of them. It's all in the book.
Right. So then we wanted to give you a couple more examples. So the reproductive health system. So again, you might hear things in your class like, can't have a baby, or, my cycles are irregular, or I got, low libido, those types of things. We would direct them back to that system of the body, which is, the reproductive system.
Right. And we always would say, check with your doctor, always work with your doctor.
Right.
These are not medicines, these are foods.
Right, exactly. But we know that if we are putting good plant-based chemistry and good nutrition in our bodies can bring it back to homeostasis on its own.
Right.
But, talk to your doctors before you do that, right?
Absolutely.
So again, we're going to educate on lifestyle. It's not a quick fix, take a supplement or rub an oil on and everything's going to be lovely.
That being said, they're also not medicine. It's an essential oil. They're plants. We're talking about plants. So, we don't ever want to pretend that we're going to give somebody something that's going to fix something. What we're doing is we're supporting the body system so that the body can do what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. And that includes the foods that we eat.
Absolutely.
So we want to encourage people to be eating fresh fruits and vegetables and clean filtered water. Encourage people to decrease their sugar or get processed foods out of their house.
Right.
That was one of the first things that we did when we started our journey.
Same. Yeah.
We want to move to like the cleaning cabinets. What kind of chemicals or household cleaners do you have? Chemicals. I said that right away, didn't I? What kind of household cleaners do you have in your home that could be endocrine disruptors? And let's look at those types of things.
Also, shampoos and conditioners, like those kind of things, those have endocrine disruptors in there. So we're not trying to say,
take this and X will be
right. What we are
gone.
saying is get those chemicals out of your home.
Right.
Replace it. Everybody washes their hair. Everybody does dishes. Do you brush your teeth? I hope so. You're not even saying buy all this extra stuff.
Right.
Replace things one at a time. If your person is working on a budget, start them with the toothpaste. Start them with the Thieves cleaner. They're going to be cleaning their house anyway. They might as well be doing it with something that's good for their body.
Exactly. And then we also, again, have vitality oils that are in the PSK. Go ahead and start with frankincense. You're going to have it. You can start right away as soon as you get your kit home. And if you aren't new, you should still have frankincense in your house.
That's right.
And you should have got it free.
I did.
Right. Supplements, again, Ningxia Red. You're going to find a trend in Now What that we are huge fans of Ningxia Red. We recommend it for everybody. We feel like it's the foundation of nutrition and everything else is building upon that.
Most definitely. There are complementary products for every system of the body. So they're not specifically designed for that system of the body. But for example, if you have a neurological system health goal, we might suggest something like one of the complementary products like the shampoo or the conditioner or something like that. So,
Right.
you're not saying take this for that system. We're saying eliminate this and it will help you.
Right. Okay. So again, there's a 4-month plan for the reproductive system, and we have taken those products that we have listed and we've incorporated them throughout the entire script of the Now What book.
Right. So if you're teaching a class and you've given somebody this book and hey, when we get to when we start talking about the cardiovascular system, open up your book and this is going to help you. Mm-hmm. And then you're reading the script and it says, use detoxazyme for whatever. And then your person says, well, why would I use that? The script book will tell you why. Mm-hmm. So you can give as little or as much information as you need. You can even hand the book to your friend and say, you know what? When you have time, just read it because this will give you all the information you need to know.
Right. So then in the endocrine system, we talked about prostate health and cortisol for men or women. And if you look in the Now What book, you're going to see that we've actually made a endocrine system for women, and then we have one for men. So
we're very different.
We are, and while we have mostly ladies who come to our classes, a lot of them have significant others that need the Young Living TLC as well.
And when you do have men come to your classes, we want to encourage them to learn and to grow with us as well. So we don't want to exclude them. We want to encourage them.
Right, exactly. So this is a fun story. So Bobby and I were teaching. We were going to do an intro class, and we had mostly members, and a couple of them had brought guests with them, and we were going around the room and we were going, okay, what's the number one health goal? If Young Living could help you with one thing, what would it be? And it was kind of funny. We couldn't have planned it better. Every single person had a digestive health goal of some sort.
Right. So it was supposed to be a wellness 101. Like this was like basic beginner,
right.
And every single person said digestive goal. And we kind of looked at each other and we were like,
change of plan.
Right.
Guess what? We're doing a digestive health class today. So then we were able to just take our Now What script book and we just flipped to the digestive system and we just started reading, and we taught a digestive class because that's what everybody that were there, that was all the signals that they were telling us that they wanted to have addressed. Right.
So the people that were there that were already members got information to help them with their ER order, and the brand new people got to learn what in the PSK was going to help them with their system support, and it was an amazing class. And there were the people that were not on ER got on ER because it was so beneficial for them.
And that's one of the things about Now What. We tested every script with groups of people that were authentically like that. So it's very outcome driven. So again, PSK oils, Digize Vitality, or maybe JuvaCleanse Vitality. I don't hear about that one a lot, but that is a really good oil to use for the digestive system. Okay.
And it's all
right. So we have the supplements and the complementary products, and we have a digestive raindrop.
Me too.
And here's the thing. If somebody will always say, I don't have a health goal, I'm healthy.
So you do have a health goal.
Right. Or maybe they have a whole bunch of things going on and they're like, I'm a hot mess. We always take them right back to the digestive system. And we've heard that Dr. Oley talk about that as well. He teaches about gut health and the microbiome and, heart or brain health and gut health being connected.
Yep.
So we are very big proponents of teaching about the digestive health.
So if your health goal is nothing more than to stay healthy, guess what? Start with your digestive system.
Agreed.
If your health goal is something, huge, work on gut health, because gut health will help you with all health. And I know that Dr. Oley will totally.
Right. And if you have someone who wants more energy or vitality, gut health.
Yep.
It all starts, like all health starts in the gut. Like it's really, really important that we're addressing that.
Yeah. Back in the day, we used to say, when in doubt, pull your lavender out. When in doubt here, start with your digestive system. It's not quite as, doesn't flow quite as rhymy, but
she's right though. So again, we have a 4-month wellness plan.
Yeah.
And we've used the products that are in that plan and we pulled them into the script. Okay. So you're going to find things like, Life 9 and the cleansing trio and things like that put healthy bacteria back in our gut, but also removing things that shouldn't be in there as well.
Exactly.
Okay. And then, this is my favorite one. So when we talk about gut health, I always think brain health as well. I just said, Dr. Oli talks about how there's a gut-brain connection, and I love helping empower people with the nervous system. And we hear things in our classes like autism and, winter blues. We live in Ohio. It's gray.
Yep.
It's really gray right now. And we hear a lot of people talking about that.
My dad used to always say I had the blue meanie.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can pull people into the nervous system with that stuff as well. So lifestyle stuff, if you're dealing with the nervous system, could be something like, again, Bobby already talked about this, get the harsh chemicals out of your home, okay? Replace it with these household cleaner.
Yep. Oxygenate yourself. Go outside.
Take a walk.
Even if you get up, walk outside, walk around your house, walk around your apartment, walk around your car.
Yep.
Go back inside. Start small if you need to start small. Nobody said run a marathon.
Right.
Right. If your life is pretty sedentary, get up, walk outside, come back in. Tomorrow, walk to your mailbox. The next day, walk to the stop sign.
That was one of our, actually, when we came back from the convention that Dr. Oli talked about.
Right.
If you exercise 30 minutes a day or walk 30 minutes a day, it reduces your chances of falling below the wellness line by 30%. We came home and did a 30-minute a day walking challenge with our team. I encourage everybody to do that with their team. We got people who weren't moving, getting up and moving. And when you start moving, things start moving better in your whole body, including your brain, right?
Yep. And things move
everywhere. Right. Stay hydrated. It doesn't matter what system of the body that you are addressing. You want to make sure that you are drinking clean water. So no, that does not count as coffee.
No.
And you should not be drinking soda.
Ever.
It's clean, filtered water.
Right.
Make sure you're getting plenty of that.
And I know it sounds overly simplified, but get some sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep. Sleep is amazing. Your body heals itself when you sleep.
We did that challenge over the summer.
We did.
We had people, we did a sleep challenge and we had everybody remove their appliances. Technology, their smartphones and their tablets out of their bedroom when they went to bed at night. And it was so hard for some people.
It was hard for me.
It was, because a lot of us use it as our alarm clock, and we were talking about how it fosters better relations with your significant other, and you get better sleep when you're not expecting your phone to ding in the middle of the night.
Exactly right. We actually went out and bought an alarm clock, like an old school, plug it into the wall alarm clock.
I encourage everyone to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, we have oils that we can help support our nervous system, rosemary vitality, put that in a capsule with maybe a little bit of the carrier oil. Excellent. Okay.
You'd be amazed.
Supplements, Ningxia Red again. One of Bobby's favorites is MindWise.
Yep. And again, if you don't know anything about MindWise, most people don't. Like, it's not one of those supplements that pops right off the top of your head like Ningxia does. If you look at the book, it actually talks about like the Alcar. It talks about like all of the really good things that are in there that are going to support your body, and it tells you why. Right, the choline, the CoQ10, which is naturally occurring in your body. Right. So you need that. So, and a lot of us don't get that through our diet.
Right, and you'll see that a lot of these products may cross different systems. So we have MindWise in the nervous system, but we also have it in the cardiovascular system because it supports both systems.
And I remember hearing Gary Young tell us one time, he was like, you know what, you don't even need to know what's in there. Take it. Your body knows what to do with it.
Exactly.
So you might be taking something to help support your neurological system, and it's going to help your cardiovascular system. It's going to help your digestive system. You don't need to know all of that. These things are smart.
Absolutely. So we said in the beginning that we included some fun things, and we did because Bobby and I have just a smidgen of blue between the two of us. Yeah, we don't. So we have incorporated recipes. So we have diffuser recipes and we have fun roll-ons that if you're new or not new,
Yeah.
you can like whip them up in your diffuser and turn them on.
Right.
Or make roll-ons at classes. At the end of a class, I've had a lot of people enjoy doing that as well.
Yeah, it's fun. And again, PSK oils, like you don't even need to know what's in there. Take it. Your body knows what to do with it.
Exactly.
So you might be taking something to help support your neurological system, and it's going to help your cardiovascular system. It's going to help your digestive system. You don't need to know all of that. These things are smart.
Absolutely. So we said in the beginning that we included some fun things, and we did because Bobby and I have just a smidgen of blue between the two of us. Yeah, we don't. So we have incorporated recipes. So we have diffuser recipes and we have fun roll-ons that if you're new or not new,
Yeah.
you can like whip them up in your diffuser and turn them on.
Right.
Or make roll-ons at classes. At the end of a class, I've had a lot of people enjoy doing that as well.
Yeah, it's fun. And again, PSK oils, like seasonal relief, lavender, peppermint, lemon, all in the PSK. But if you are a little beyond that, we've got other, autumn spice, ginger, orange, cinnamon bark. Those are ones that you don't have until later on. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Yeah. So there's diffuser recipes. There's rollerball recipes. There are all kinds of things in here. Nisha Red Shot recipes. Like, and in the scripts, it's actually written in the scripts which shot to use for which system of the body. So you're doing a cardio class for your team, and you're like, okay, let's everybody do a cardio shot. Get up, walk around. Let's, switch places in your seat, take the shot, sit down, and we'll get back to the class.
And they always cheer to their health. It's kind of funny.
I know.
It's fun. It is. It's all fun. Okay, so we want to talk a little bit about the concept of replication.
Yeah.
We don't use the word duplication because
I can't be Susan.
Nope. I am me, and I couldn't do Bobby either. It's funny. We always amaze ourselves that we can work so well together because we are so different in personalities.
True story.
And you have to do you. So even though we co-wrote these scripts, we deliver them very differently when we're teaching classes. Yeah. And you have to bring yourself to it. If you try to be me, you're probably going to fail.
You're going to come out disingenuous. Like, people are not going to believe you. They're going to think you're fake.
Right. And you're going to be frustrated. They're going to be frustrated. And you're going to go, why didn't that work? You have to bring your personality to it.
Right. So when you're reading, at first you're going to read verbatim, and you're going to be talking to your friends and your family. They know you. They know you're nervous.
Right.
So just say, bear with me. I'm going to read this. I'm still learning.
And it's okay to tell people that you're nervous. I'm a diamond, and I still say it, and I will put my Valor on in front of people, and I'm like, hang on, I got to put the Valor on.
Valor on. Right. Yeah. So, and then if you are like, you're gold, let's say you're gold, and you know everything that's in this book already, right? But you're going to read it, and you're going to use it as bullet points, and you're going to be like, oh man, there's this great story about thieves. And then you're going to tell the story, but you're going to see it there. It's going to prompt you to stay on task, on topic. And then you're going to tell the story from your own personality, the story about thieves. And then everybody's going to, that brings people in. It helps you connect.
Right. And you're going to, at the beginning, tell your own unique story, right? We all have a reason why we came into Young Living. We all have a reason why we chose to share Young Living with others. Share that story. It doesn't have to be this fantastic off the wall, blow your socks off story.
Right.
It just has to be what about this company inspires you to get in front of 6 people and friends to share your story?
Right. Was it because, you originally had a health goal and it helped change your life?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you had a financial goal and it helped change your life? Like, and change your life doesn't have to be monumental. I went from Senior Star to RCD in 6 months. But,
it doesn't
most people aren't unicorns. It does happen, but most of the time it doesn't.
Right.
What I have seen is people being able to afford their groceries.
Right.
An extra car payment.
That's funny. An extra $300 to $500 prevents most bankruptcies from occurring.
Yep.
So is that your story? Like, share that, and sometimes depending on who's at the class, I will say, the business opportunity changed my life just as much as the products did. And I'll go, but we're not here to talk about the business today. We're going to talk about the products. But if you have questions about the business opportunity and that, let me know at the end of the class. We can definitely talk about that.
Yep. And then you can even do a class on that.
Right. And then you want to listen. You want to make sure when they're saying why they're here, you want to make sure that while they're talking during the class that you're listening to what they're saying and you can empower them with information that is relevant to them, not what you think they want to know, but what they need to know.
Listen to what they said. Meet them where they are. Listen to what their goals are, not what your goals for them are.
Really important.
Yeah.
Okay. So our system, the Body Systems approach to wellness, will help you figure out 4-month wellness plans for yourself, for your team, and for your friends, right?
Yeah. So no matter what your goals are, if they're financial or if they're health, the books are results driven. So if you want to start enrolling people, you can actually look in here and if you don't know how to close a class, it's written in there for you.
Right.
If you're just trying to learn, it's also in there.
Right. And Essential Rewards, those 4-month wellness plans are getting people on Essential Rewards right away.
Yes.
And if people get in those habits, it becomes sustainable for you and it creates retention in your business. So I always tell my team that Essential Rewards is almost more important than the enrollment.
Oh,
because
I agree.
If you're not getting people on Essential Rewards, one, you're not having retention in your business, but more importantly, they're not getting the products and the results that they need. And then that jeopardizes your reputation and Young Living.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we are teaching them about consistency and using these products every day.
Because using Essential Rewards to get them using it over and over again, it becomes habitual. You start to see results. Your teeth get whiter. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's a true story. And everybody wants whiter teeth. And, that might not have been a health goal, but changing the toothpaste out was part of your health goal, and now you have whiter teeth.
Right. And this makes it easier to share with others. It makes it easier to close. Like Bobby said, you can just read the close, and here's our biggest tip on that. Once you do your close, they're probably wondering how they can move their money around so they can afford it. Or maybe they're wondering how they're going to tell their husband.
Right.
They're going to come home with this $165 kit. Like, they're trying to figure it out.
Right. Or maybe they're trying to figure out which one of these, which of the 4 months are they going to start with?
Right. Or what kit they're going to start with.
And if you talk, what you're going to do is you're going to interrupt that thought process, and then they're going to have to go home and think about it instead of enroll right now.
Right. Right. So we want to make sure that we're just quiet and holding the space for them.
Yep. And if they have any questions, they'll ask you.
Right. Right. So this process will increase your enrollments. Ours increased most definitely in our classes.
Sure did.
It will increase your Essential Rewards and your retention. It's going to increase your OGV, okay, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And you can use the books in classes, one-on-one, with your new members, with your existing members. This is a great way. If you have someone that's a 0 on your front line or in your organization,
send them one of each.
Right. Get them engaged with Now What.
Yep.
You can also use those as hostess gifts.
My favorite thing to do. When I go do classes for people, I love to give people things because it always makes them happy, right? So why not give them something that's going to benefit them? If I'm going to go do a class for somebody, that means they are not comfortable doing it for themselves. So when I walk in, I have my script book that I read from, and then I have a regular Now What book that I give to each person in the class. I also show up with a bundle. I have one script book and 4 to 5 Now What books, and it's usually like wrapped up in a little cute bow or whatever. And I'm like, this is for you. This is my hostess bundle for you. I want you to have this so that you can do this on your own. So I've just empowered her. And now I'm showing her what I do with it. So I've given everybody a book. I'm reading from the script book, and I've given you the power to do this on your own.
Right. And you should always have your next couple classes that you are teaching on the schedule so you can share at the end of the class as well. Come back and bring a friend to,
help them.
But then make sure your hostess gets her next class on the schedule so she can use her bundle.
Yeah, because when you're doing the class, who do you know that could benefit? Inevitably, people talk about their Uncle Joe or their husband or their kids, and I would love to talk to them with you, and then get that on the schedule right away.
Right. So we enjoyed sharing what we do with you guys.
Yeah.
If you want to find
Thank you.
us, you can find us on Facebook,
Instagram.
and Instagram. So Facebook is Now What ? And